Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
Wednesday, and all of our guests today are brought to you by our title sponsor, Able Auctions, ableauctions.ca. Joined now by Craig Berube, former New Westminster Bruin.
Oh boy, yes he was.
Rick, over 1,000 NHL game, over 3,100 penalty minutes, former head coach of the Flyers and Blues. Of course, he led St. Louis to that Stanley Cup back in 2019, relieved of his duties on December 12th, and Craig joins us now. Craig, thanks for doing this, sir. How are you?
Yeah, good, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. Parts of 6 seasons, 1 Stanley Cup, 4 playoff appearances with the St. Louis Blues, all sorts of success there. Craig, how do you look back at your time with the Blues?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, obviously, when you win a Stanley Cup, I mean, things, that's the object and the goal, right? But besides the cup, I mean, it's a great sports town. The organization is awesome, and the fans and the people of St. Louis. It's a real good spot. I had a great run there and a great time, and just it's time to move on. But I got nothing but good things to say about the city and the organization.
What's next for you, Craig? Any idea?
Well, nothing right now. Just watching a lot of hockey. Getting the games here in the East Coast, the Flyers and Jersey and things like that. I go watch games and just keeping close tabs on things. And that's about it right now. A lot of family time right now, boys.
Yeah, that's good too, though. And your good friend Rick Tocchet, he's got his Vancouver Canucks #1 in the NHL. Craig, how impressed are you with Tocchet and the Canucks?
Yeah, really impressed. Been keeping real close tabs on the Canucks and talking to Rick a lot. And, himself and the coaching staff really got that team humming. A lot of good things going on. They're really playing as a team, and, they're top guys. They're producing for them, which you need to. They need to play and produce for you in the NHL to be successful. And their goaltender's playing real strong. So, I mean, they got a lot of good things going, and their role players are really doing a good job. They're scoring for them, and on the back end, their big D, they're really doing a good job of killing plays and playing good defense. They added some real good pieces there on the back end, in my opinion.
Hey, Craig, Quinn Hughes could end up winning the Norris this year. Did you've coached against him for a while now. Did you always see that in this kid to have the type of year he's had?
Well, yeah, yes, I did. And, there's a few guys out there like in his caliber. His brother's one of them in Jersey. The Sanderson kid in Ottawa. These guys have elite feet, and they attack in different ways up the ice or in the offensive zone, and they're really dynamic, and it's hard to stop them. Like Hughes is a very, very good player. He's done a great job as the captain this year, in my opinion, just from afar looking in. The team's doing really well, successful, and he looks like he's really bought into one thing only, and that's winning. And that's what's important.
Hey, Craig, the NHL trading deadline, the Canucks are going to be buyers for the first time in a long time. I wanted to ask you about how involved is a coach at the trading deadline, your views on who to keep, who not to keep. Chemistry of the team is big. How much does a GM lean on a coach?
Yeah, I think it varies on different organizations, but I was involved. I was in the trade deadline meetings and talking with Doug Armstrong about what we need or what we don't need. Do we want to mess around too much with our team?
Yeah.
Do we like it right now? So there's a lot of talk about stuff like that. I'm sure Rick will be involved with conversations with his general manager and organization for sure. I wouldn't think he would not be.
Hey, Craig, just looking at your Hockey DB page, and I noticed that you, like Rick Tocchet, and you broke in together with the Philadelphia Flyers. Your first NHL head coach, I hope I got this right, Mike Keenan, We had Rick on recently. He has some great things to say about. See, you're laughing already.
Mike.
He had some great things to say about, despite what a lot of people might think, some great things to say about Iron Mike. What about you?
Same. You look at a guy. He was my first coach, and he gave me an opportunity to play in the league, and that's important. I mean, he understood what the team needed with role players and how they're going to be used, and he used me in that way. And he gave me an opportunity to play in the NHL. That's important. And Mike was hard on you, and he demanded a lot. But if you worked hard and you competed hard, that's the type of player he wanted out of you. That's what he wanted out of you. So for me, I had no issue, with that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, he was tough to play for at times, and he did some crazy stuff. But I enjoyed my time there. It wasn't, overly long. It was longer for Rick. He was there before me and played for him. But Mike. He got Flyers to 2 Stanley Cup Finals, almost won it in '87, lost in Game 7, and he was successful, for a long time. Went to Chicago. He went to a Stanley Cup Final there with the Blackhawks, and then finally won it with the Rangers. But I like Mike a lot, to be honest with you. I know he did some things at times that you're like, what is he? You wonder what he's doing or why he would do some of the things he did, but. In the end, that's sports. That's part of it all. And, you got to be a man about things and get over it. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
People in Vancouver aren't over 94, by the way, Craig. You can't bring that up around here.
No, I know. And, after the Rangers, it went downhill there for him with some of the teams he went to. And, that time era of hockey, I don't think he could get away with some of the stuff that he wanted to do and things like that. You have to change, and you got to grow as a coach a little bit and, learn some new techniques and some new tactics that work.
This might be a reach as well, Craig, but the Edmonton Oilers, horrible start this year. They've won 14 in a row. They're back in, I think, third place right now in the Pacific Division. They look like a Stanley Cup contender again. I know you get asked about this a lot, but 2018, 2019, the Blues were dead last in the National Hockey League, end up winning the Stanley Cup that year with you taking over as head coach. Is there something to that when you have such a talented team? It gets off to a horrible start. There's more there. Do you learn something from that horrible start? Is there a positive there? Can you relate to what the Oilers are going through?
I can relate. I think that every team's different in what they're going through. And when you take over, you got to fix those issues that are going on in your locker room or on the ice and things like that. And once you get the team to buy into a team first mindset and, everybody understanding their roles on the team and doing their job, and they're in a good spot with it, you can have some real good success. That's really what happened to us, in my opinion. I know Binnington came in. We needed another goalie, and he came in and really helped us. Jake Allen was doing a great job, but we didn't have another guy, and we needed another guy. And so when Benner came in, that really gave us a good bolt of energy and shot of energy, and we went on a pretty good roll. And it never stopped, and the Oilers they're doing that right now. They're playing really confident. They're playing as a team. You can see that there's more guys involved in their game night in and night out, more players involved that they're relying on to do the job for them. And that's important because in the end, you need everybody, and everybody's got to feel important in that locker room. And because when you're getting on the ice, they want to feel important. They want to be able to go out and do their job and do it well. And I think that's where the Oilers are at right now. And they obviously have some great talented players on that team. It's not just Draisaitl and McDavid. there's other guys on the team that are real good players, that go unnoticed a little bit. And, their decor's big. I got to get, they got a big decor back there, and Bouchard's doing a good job, with the offense and his big shot and running the power play. But the other guys are, they're big guys. They're hard to play against. And Paul Coffey's done a good job of going there and simplifying things for them. And they played well.
I know you say you like your family time right now, but every time there's a job opening or a possible job opening for a head coach in the NHL, your name gets brought up, Craig. So all the best in the future.
Guys, thanks for having me on. Enjoyed it. And, let's go Canucks tonight.
Yeah, against your old team.
Old team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Talk a call.
Okay. Map out a game plan for him.
And Craig, we did not forget your time in New West at Queen's Park. You and Cliff Ronning ripping it up.
Oh, best line in hockey, boys.
Was it Brian Noonan? Noonan was the third guy?
And myself. I brought him down a little bit, but that was a hell of a line to play on. I'll tell you that. I didn't have to do a whole lot to get some points.
Yeah, but you got a lot of points.
Keep the stick on the ice. I'm looking. It was the mid '80s, Craig. You would have been wearing Cooperalls back then.
Yeah,
I did.
Wow.
Wear Cooperalls, and I still keep in touch with Al Patterson. He's out in Arizona. Yeah. He reaches out every once in a while, and we chat. I love Al. He was my coach, and
Al.
I love the Bruins. The old New West Bruins. Punch comes down when I was in Van. He'd always come down and say hi after the game, which was great. I love seeing Punch. So that was a great spot. I loved it there.
Yeah. And by the way, Queen's Park is still a palace. They keep it up really nice. The city of New Westminster.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thanks for this, Craig. Appreciate it. We'll get you back on soon.
You got it, guys. Thanks.